Hey folks, I'm about to show you guys the steps I have to go through to catch an ostrich baby. Now it's not as easy as it used to be because they're getting a lot faster. So what I normally do, I have to get them kind of cornered like I have them here now. And then I have this big old fishing net that I use to kind of help, number one, keep Carl off of me. And number two, sometimes I'll have to kind of harness the baby into it to get them to squat down. Today I'm going to be catching our sweet girl Susie because I feel like her band around her leg is getting tight. I also want to check on Charlie. Now he's over here in the corner and make sure that his band's okay. I had to do this pretty regular. I've been catching Susie quite a bit, you know, getting her prepped for her road trip. But Charlie, I don't catch him but about once a week or so. So you guys wish me luck. I'm gonna try to video this as I do it to kind of help you guys see the steps that I go through. If I'm lucky, Carl will be content with eating and not worry about me a whole lot. I'm gonna go up behind him and that's gonna make him probably scatter and run. He's either gonna fight or flight, as they say. So I'm gonna get up behind the babies here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick swoop in and grab my little sweet girl here first. Well, I got Charlie too. Guys, I'm gonna put my phone down for a minute. Oh, okay, so his band is fine. Charlie, you're good. You're good to go. Charlie, you just spilt your food. Sweetie, give me a second to check your band. And as you can see, her band is also plenty loose. They're very loose. I can put my finger behind it. Okay, you're good to go. Okay, guys, there you go. That's something you don't see every day. Sweetie, I'm sorry. I had to check your bands. I cannot believe I actually videoed a twofer, a 2-in-1. That was cool, Lester. And I'm getting good. But doesn't that also show you how they're beginning to trust me more? I'm able to move around them without everyone freaking out. Especially Daddy Bird right there. Big Daddy Bird coming through. Look, the freak of nature doesn't even run as I walk by with my big fishing net. No, because their bands are good. They looked tighter than what they actually are. I was able to move them back and forth and no one freaked out at all. So no, there's no chance of, that's what I would worry about the most, is just the bands getting pulled tight and then them cutting off their circulation and stuff. So nope, both bands are good. And there we go. Pablo, excuse me. The thing that I worry about the most when it comes to the baby ostriches is them injuring themselves or us injuring one of them accidentally. You know, the ostrich has learned to balance itself using its wings. They're quite clumsy when they're little because their wings have not developed enough to be able to be much use when it comes to the balancing act. I am going to borrow Lex's four-wheeler. That's my younger son, Lex. I'm gonna borrow his four-wheeler and we're gonna drive down and check on the fencing that Jamie and I did yesterday. Make sure Moo and Annabelle are still inside our pastures and have not gotten out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take us a little snack with us. This gives me a good chance to say thank you. I have a chance to say thank you to a really sweet person who gifted us with some apple and oat horse treats. Now, of course, everyone knows the horses love these things. Hey, buddy, get out of the sun, please. Come out of the sun. But would you also believe, Buckies, would you also believe that the cows can't get enough of them? Here, donkeys love them. I dropped it, buddy, sorry. All right, so thank you very much to the sweet person who sent us these. I'm gonna take a couple down with me and give to Moo and see if Annabelle will find me a bucket. Oh my God, I could also take time to thank the person who sent these. We got a couple of these little flat-sided buckets. These are ones that can also hang if you wanted to put like water or something inside of them. And look, we got a new lead rope. We've been gifted and blessed, guys, in so many ways. I just wanna make sure that you guys always remember to take care of yourselves first before giving to others. And that's, I'm not gonna take a whole lot, guys. I don't need a whole lot, okay? So thank you all so much for these sweet gifts. There we go. Hi, you two. Look how good Annabelle looks. So I came down and mowed all of this out yesterday. Now, if you remember, if you watched that video, I did see a big old snake through here. I did not kill it. I did not kill it, but I did see a big old snake here. I'm trying to be careful. Sweetie, do you think you'll like these? You think you'll like these? Oh boy, here comes our big galoot. I want to see if you'll eat them though. Everyone knows the big galoot will eat anything. Will you eat them? I'll drop a couple. Moo, what are you doing? Here. He wants to be hand-fed. All right, you big galoot there. Go ahead. Oh boy, who's over? Is that Shelby? Yeah. I can't see you because I have a big galoot in my way. I'm gonna swing by and fill these up for my dad. Y'all can see that there's just no grass out there. We have rain in the forecast, and let's just hope it doesn't go around us because there literally is nothing to eat here. You guys do see the green, but guys, that's not enough to sustain even the 3 cows that my dad run on this pasture. The Billy, his little sweetheart, and their daughter, there's just not enough grass here. And I would hate to see my dad get rid of Billy. I do feel like that's going to be an eventuality. I'm hoping that before he does that, he will donate Billy to us. We have the land and the resources to take care of Billy. But I know that my dad would probably have a hard time with that because Billy would want to get back over. Yeah, I just don't think Dad would ever do that. But this over here scares me because when times get like this, I know that elevates my dad's anxiety. I mean, look, we are already putting out hay, and that hay's been eaten down to the ground. So hay, as much as it's going for right now, and as you know, we only got a few rolls off of our field, and so my dad has to buy all of his hay. So I do know that he worries, as we all do. You know, it's funny because growing up, my dad always had these anxiety, not attacks. My dad never had an anxiety attack. My dad would just have a cursing fit. But, you know, you could always read worry on my dad's face. You could always read the worry on my dad's face. And you didn't always understand why. But little things like this, I say little things like this is enough to make people who have animals begin to really worry, because it's not just the short term. You know, it's not just the short term. This over here, this kind of drought has long lasting effects. Because now, not only, here's an example of the domino effect. Not only are we not getting rain, but folks around us aren't getting rain. That means all of the fields who normally produce enough hay to sell to the feed stores, to sell to us, are not getting that amount of hay. So the supply and the demand, as they say, the supply is going to be limited. The demand is going to be great. That means your prices on the supply is going to skyrocket. And that means that we're going to see rolls of hay going for $150, $200 each. And so when you have a big bull who's a non-producing bull like Billy, he doesn't produce for us anymore. And so all he's doing is eating. Now, we have the X factor, which is love. And so you add in that little X factor of love, and you want to keep them forever. That means you're going to feed them forever. And some people have to weigh out the differences. Can I afford to love and keep them when I have to feed them? Compared to, can I afford to love and keep them when Mother Nature feeds them? It's sad to think about. It really is sad to think about. But it also, now that I have my own place and I read the weather reports and I see the grass dying, the ponds are drying up, it makes you have a whole new appreciation for all of the stress and worry that your ancestors went through, when at the time we never even realized it. Where we may have heard them, but we didn't really listen to them. You know, it's not just a splash pad that helps our babies cool off. We also have this spot here inside the barn where they can walk into the shade. And every once in a while, I'll come out with a water hose and just spray them. Carl doesn't do the water hose as much. Carl will come into the water hose, but he always tries to be the grand protector. You see him over there looking out, keeping guard while the ladies come and cool off a little bit. Get over here, Debbie. You know, I've never sprayed the babies. I've never sprayed the babies down. I wonder if they're going to take this. I can't walk. This hose does not extend any further. So I really can't tell exactly, as you can see, what's happening here. Oh, well, here comes my pecker. Here comes my pecker. Make sure she gets her water time. Cornholio. There you go. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted to cool off a little bit? I am calling the ostrich family out and about for the day. Come on, loves. Once they see one of them has gone out, they'll all be beginning to make their turns out and about. Come on, love. Let's go. Over here, baby. Come on, guys. Sweetie, don't play dumb with me. Oh, they can play dumb. Over here, love. Come to daddy, then we'll all turn and make the turn into the fence. So this gate only opens one way. It would be smart to open it the other way, but we got it built to open this way. So you can't change that. Come on, guys. Come on over. This will also give everyone a chance to come in here and nibble on some grass. There's not a lot of grass to eat here, though. So there's not a whole lot of grass to eat, period. No one wants to eat on this kind of stuff. Over here, guys. Come on out. If you want to come out with me now. I'm going to leave it open, so it's not a big deal. But I want to give them the liberty to move around the pastures freely today. It's the weekend, so we're here a lot. Everyone's home. And so if they want to walk around a little bit, I'm going to give them the opportunity to do that. Well, that's all they want to do right there is hang out in the water. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them at all.